Even lions are afraid of this predator. Lions are regarded as the top land predators in the ecosystem of African savanna. One of the boldest animals in the world, lions are apex predators. Even the most brave creatures nevertheless shun certain things. Although the lion is regarded as the king of the jungle, this does not make the predator unbeatable. Many deadly animals have developed in the African ecosystems that these large cats inhabit, and many of them are eager to kill a lion, whether it be for reasons of self-defense or territorial opportunity. Hello everyone and welcome back to Unveiling Wild. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates on the wild animals and their habitats. With that being said, let's get started. They are also regarded as keystone species due to their role in maintaining the population balance of herbivores, which maintains the stability of the food chain. So why are lions afraid of such animals? And what are the names of such animals? Will the lion still be the king of the jungle? Authors of stories frequently refer to lions as the king of the jungle. From a scientific perspective, it is extremely obvious that the lions, who are renowned as the king of the jungle, do not fear other animals, because of their immense size and power and can easily take them down. Mongoose. The Herpestidae family of tiny terrestrial carnivorous mammals includes the mongoose, the serpentine, and the Morgantinae, and the two subfamilies that make up this family today. The Morgantinae consists of 11 species native to Africa, while the Herpestidae consists of 23 live species native to southern Europe, Africa, and Asia. The Herpestidae were created in the early Miocene, about 21.8–3.1 million years ago, and between 19.1 and 18.5 to 30.5 million years ago, they genetically split into two main genetic lineages. Mongooses have long bodies and faces, short legs, and long tapering tails. They also have the small rounded ears. Most are grizzly or brindled. A couple has heavily patterned coats, and that resembles the mustelids strikingly. They mostly use their non-retractile claws for digging. Similar to goats, mongooses have small alveolar pupils. The majority of animals have a sizable anal smell gland that is utilized to mark territory and indicate reproductive state. Excluding the tail, their head-to-body lengths range from 24 to 58 centimeters, which is 9.4 to 22.8 inches. They weigh from 320 grams, which is 11 ounces, and 5 kg, which is 11 pounds. There are at least 4 known mammalian species with mutations in their nicotinic acetylcholine receptor that protects snake venom, and mongooses are one of them. Their altered receptors block the binding of the neurotoxin in snake venom. They signify 4 distinct independent alterations. This alteration is exclusively brought about in the mongoose through glycosylation. Rhinosaurus. A member of any 5 of the current species, for countless extinct species are autode ungulates in the family Rhinosauridae, is referred to as Rhinosaurus, frequently shortened as Rhino. It can also be used to describe any extinct member of the Rhinocerotoidae superfamily. 3 of the extinct species are native to South and Southeast Asia, while 2 are native to Africa. All rhinoceroses weigh at least 1 ton when they're adults, making them some of the largest megafaunas still living. They consume only plants and have small brains, which is 400 to 600 grams compared to other mammals their size. 1 or 2 horns and a thick protective skin, which is 1.5 to 5 centimeters, made of collagen layers arranged in a lattice arrangement. Although their ability to ferment food in their hindgut enables them to survive on more fibrous plant materials when necessary, they mostly ingest green material. 2 African species of rhinoceros, in contrast to other perissodactyls, lack front teeth and feed instead with their lips. Due to rhinoceros being murdered by poachers for their horns, which fetch high prices on the black market, most living rhinoceros species are now categorized as endangered. The 2 countries that dominate the modern rhino horn market are China and Vietnam, where wealthy people purchase it for the use in traditional Chinese medicine and other purposes. There is no solid evidence that rhino horns have any health benefits. Keratin, the substance that makes up fingernails and hair, is used to make rhino horns. Yemen, which was the main source of demand for rhino horn in the 1970s and 1980s, has a market for rhino horn dagger handles as well. Other than people, adult rhinoceros have no real predators in the wild. African wild dogs, hyenas, big cats, and crocodiles have all been known to prey on young rhinos. Rhinos are large, aggressive, and have a reputation for being tough, but they're also very vulnerable to poaching. They frequently visit water holes and can easily be killed while drinking. Global poaching rose as of December 2009, and efforts to safeguard rhinos are thought to be falling more and more frequently. According to the most alarming estimate, only 3% of the poachers in Zimbabwe are effectively stopped, but Nepal has mostly evaded the catastrophe. Hippopotamus. It is a hippopotamus. Sub-Saharan Africa is home to the hippopotamus amphibius, generally known as the hippo. Common hippopotamus or river hippopotamus. The pygmy hippopotamus is the one other of just 2 remaining species in the family Hippopotamidae. Sauropsis liburnensis or Hexaprotodon liburnensis. Its name is derived from the Greek word for river horse. The largest land mammal is the hippopotamus, followed by elephants and rhinos. Additionally, it is the largest living land artiodactyl. The closest surviving relatives of the Hippopotamidae are cetaceans, whales, dolphins, porpoises, etc., from whom they separated some 55 million years ago, despite their morphological resemblance to pigs and other terrestrial even-toed ungulates. Hippos are easily recognized by their pillar-like legs, virtually hairless bodies, wide opening mouths with huge canine tusks and large size. Adults weigh an average of 1,300 kilograms, which is 2870 pounds for cows, and 1,500 kilograms, which is 3310 pounds for bulls. It can run short distances at 30 kilometers an hour, which is 19 miles per hour, despite its stocky build and short legs. Hippos live in mangrove swamps, lakes, and rivers. Each territorial bull is in charge of 5 to 30 cows and calves, as well as a body of water. In the water, both birth and reproduction takes place. Hippos spend the day in water or mud to keep cool, coming out at dusk to graze on grasses. While grazing is a solitary activity and hippos normally do not exhibit territorial behavior on land, hippos rest close to one another in water. An extremely violent and unpredictable mammal, hippopotamuses are among the most deadly creatures on the planet. Loss of habitat and poaching for their meat and ivory canine teeth put them in danger. Hippos have a large muzzle, an hourglass-shaped cranium, and barrel-shaped bodies with short tails and legs. Their dense bones and low center of gravity allows them to sink and move along the bottom of the water. Their skeletal structures are graviportal, adapted to carrying their enormous weight. Hippopotamuses' legs are smaller than those of other megafaunas, because they dwell in the water, where the weight is lighter. The pelvis is at a 45-degree tilt. Hippos may gallop at 30 kilometers an hour, which is 19 miles per hour on land despite being large animals. However, they often trot. Although they cannot jump, they can climb steep banks. A big masseter and a well-developed digastric, which loops up behind the former and connects to the hyoid, power the hippo's jaw. The animal can extend its mouth nearly 180 degrees because the jaw hinge is placed far enough back. The orbicularis oris muscle is folded moderately, allowing the hippo to attain such a wide gape without damaging any tissue. Hippo teeth grind against one another to sharpen themselves, particularly in bulls. The lower canines and incisors are larger and continue to expand. The canines can develop up to 50 centimeters, which is 1 feet 8 inches, whereas the incisors can reach a height of 40 centimeters, which is 1 feet 4 inches. Crocodiles. Large semi-aquatic reptiles that inhabit the tropics in Africa, Asia, and Americas, and Australia are known as crocodiles. All current members of the order Crocodile, which also includes extinct taxa such as the gharial and false gharial, family Gravialidae. Alligators and camines, family Alligatoridae, are frequently referred to as crocodiles. Despite having a similar appearance, crocodiles, alligators, and gharials come from different biological families. The gharial is easy to detect due to its short snout, whereas crocodiles and alligators have more subtle physical characteristics. The most striking external distinctions are found in the head, where crocodiles vary from alligators and caimans in possessing heads that are narrower, longer, and more V-shaped than U-shaped. Another distinguishing feature of crocodiles is that their lower jaws are the same width as their upper jaws, and when their mouths are closed, all of their teeth are visible, unlike alligators, which have little depressions in their top jaws where the lower teeth can fit. The crocodile's huge fourth tooth in the lower jaw fits into a gap in the upper jaw when its mouth is closed. The projecting tooth is the most dependable characteristic for identifying the species family in difficult to distinguish specimens. Because crocodiles have specialized salt glands for filtering out salt, which alligators lack but is still present, they can withstand salt water better and have more webbing on the toes of their feet. The substantially higher levels of hostility that distinguish crocodiles from other crocodilians are another characteristic. So what are your views on this? And can these animals kill lions? So many of these animals could ever be called the king of the jungle? Well, this brings us to the end of the video. If you enjoyed watching it, then do like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more insightful content from us. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.